Live from the 2018 Catfish Conference, it's Catfish Weekly, Doc. It's winding up a little bit. We still got a lot of people at the conference.
Yep, and we've got another new business
We do have.
we are going to have here on Catfish Weekly.
We got tangling cats.
Tackling cats.
Tackling cats.
Tackling cats. We're just a little kit here. It's got the basic needs in it to go start catfishing. Some 8/0 hooks and 5/0 hooks and some barrel swivels and bumper beads and sliders to put your sinkers on. We don't have sinkers, so that'd be your stuff. But anyway, that's what we do. We're just trying to offer something at a cheap price that guys can grab and go with and do some flathead fishing, some channel cat fishing, and blue cat. It kind of covers all grounds because you got different size hooks in there.
Absolutely. And you got sinker slides and bumpers in there.
Yes, sir.
And swivels.
Swivels.
I mean, this is get anybody in the catfishing world at an introductory start at a reasonable price where they've got everything they need. They just need their rod, reel, sinkers. They go out and catch the fish.
Yes, sir.
That's a heck of a deal.
Yes,
and
sir.
it's compact, easy. You can buy a couple of them, stick them in your backpack, your pocket, camera bag. You'll fit anywhere.
Yep. Throw them in your truck, wherever you want to put them. Buy them and give them to a friend for Christmas or whatever. But
Man, you talk about stocking stuff.
Oh, yeah.
stocking stuff.
Yeah, we might have to do
He's on
some
his
of that.
game.
We get some of them rig wrap stockings, the Merry Christmas stockings. Fill them up with them. Oh, heck yeah! Put them in them grandkids things. You got fish and fish. That's a heck of a deal. What's the price on these?
Well, here at the conference, we were selling these for $10 just here at the conference, and that's just for these 2
You
days.
can't buy the hooks for $10.
I know.
Yeah.
Well,
And those are eagle claw.
these are eagle claw hooks. They are the thicker hooks. I wanted to put a hook in here and use hooks that's not going to fell a person. They're not going to break. They're not going to bend. So I tried to get a heavier hook that'll hold up to any kind of damage you put under it. So it's kind of the way I wanted to go. I wanted to give guys something they could actually rely on, not just some junk hook that's going to bend on them.
Well, I'll tell you, the thing that I like about Eagle Hawk Claw hooks the most, and I use a lot of 2022s and L197s, Eagle Claws are American made.
Yes, sir.
And people say, well, you
Good
can't get stuff for our sport that is American made. Eagle Claw is an American made company, has been for years and years. Now, some of their packaging is done overseas, but all the hooks are made right here in the USA. They are tough, and they're extremely sharp.
That's right. They're good hooks. I've used them for a long time. I've used all different kinds of hooks, but I do like the fact that the hooks is made in the USA.
Absolutely.
But we do have a website. You can see it down here at the bottom. Our website is www.tacklingcats.com. You can go on there, and these are actually off our website because of shipping and stuff. Our price of shipping is included. These are $13.95. That includes the shipping. So that's
$13.95 including shipping.
Yep.
Man, that's a heck of a deal.
Good deal. Yep.
Heck of a deal.
Like I said, that's all we want to do is just put these out to a guy that wants to grab something and go. I imagine a big pro fisherman like that's at the top of the list. They're not going to grab these and use them because they got their own sponsors.
For that price, I'd be surprised they did it.
You'll never know.
Man, you can't buy those. You can't go any store and buy that many hooks for $13.
Right.
You just can't do it. You get the deal to hold them in and all the sinker slides and bumpers and swivels with them. That's a bargain. I don't care where you're at, and I hope to see you guys grow that into other things. It would be nice if a lot of us use circle hooks. That'd be something to consider. But heck, you've got the container. Once you buy the hooks, you just put whatever you want in it.
That's right.
You're going to lose a hook once in a while.
And what you can do is after you're even done with these containers, what I did with these is I've actually put a card in there. It's not a sticker on the box. That way, when you're done using up all the stuff, you can maybe give this box to your wife. She can put her jewelry in it.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah.
So I tried to think a few things out to make this a usable box even after the tackle.
Outstanding product, very reasonable price. Thank you so much for being part of the conference.
Well,
Coming in and
appreciate it.
sitting in
Thanks,
with Catfish Weekly.
All right, I
Look
appreciate
for
it.
great things from that Tackling Cats.
Tackling cats.
Check them out on their website. Order some up. Man, when Christmas comes around, fill your kids' stocking. There's a lot worse things kids to do. Go catfishing.
Absolutely.
And you saw it here first on Catfish Weekly.
That's correct.
Right. We also, you can go on Facebook. Get on. We have a Facebook page. Just tap on Cats. You can get on there and find us too. And we just have little things on there.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thanks, Willie.
Thanks
We
a lot,
appreciate
Willie.
it.
I appreciate you guys having me.
All right, buddy. See you soon.
All right. Thank you.
All right, Doc. Man, that's a heck of a deal. That's great product, reasonably priced. And you can't buy hooks like that cheap. You just can't do it. Can't do it. All right. We'll get our next guest on here. Cindy, who's next, Ron? All right. Ron Presley. Man, Catfish Now magazine.
Good to see you.
The magazine's doing great.
Yeah.
You guys have really you and Dan have put it over the top. There's a lot of great articles and things that you guys, you're at all the big events. You've been busy, man.
It's something that's fun to do, so it's easy to do when it's fun, you know. So
there you
we
go.
have been busy. Had a blast at Catfish Conference. I think the biggest thing we did was get all those cat women together.
You know, that's pretty popular.
Yeah.
I watched to see the people that had actually checked on that last night. There was a lot of people looked at that last night.
Oh yeah, there were quite a few. And we did it again today. So what an amazing!
What all that hooping and hollering?
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah.
We wondered what it. We were live when we heard them all.
Well, you know my tagline. A lot of people know my tagline is "Fish with Passion."
Right.
And I told the gals when they got there, I said, now the only other thing you got to do is say "Fish with Passion," and they give it a big old blast.
That's awesome.
And then after that, I don't know who organized it. Maybe Cindy does. But somebody organized another little chant, "Girls Rule," and they did that one too. You know, so it was fun. It was a fun.
You know, Ron, Cindy and I fished together a lot. Doc and Lynn has fished together for years. They in my mind, they're probably the first big catfish man-woman team that was, and it is not only easier to fish with somebody you're used to, it makes it easier for us to be able to go because they like to fish.
Oh yeah, I can see why it would make it.
Oh yeah, and when you get events like this, everybody that has a wife that's involved with fishing is here.
Exactly.
They're all here. All the ladies are here. I see Joyce Muse up there helping with Larry and them guys in the Warrior Cat booth. Cindy's down here helping us. Lynn's over here. All these women. Matthew Miles' wife's over there. She's going to town over there. There's just so many things that these women need to come and be involved with the sport of catfishing, and there's a lot of them. It is. Stacy and Willie's wife was here. Janet Fox was here. There's a list of them. Your wife goes to every event with you.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, she's over there banning the booth right now.
Absolutely.
So that's
You
what
know,
it takes.
It does, and it's catfishing is a team sport, and it's not that you can't catfish by yourself, but it's a team sport, and when your wife's part of it, it makes that so much easier. She supports the sport, she supports you. It's a lot easier.
It makes it easier all the way around. Yeah, I don't know what I'd do if Karen didn't travel with me a lot. So wherever it is,
You'd have missed your anniversary a couple years ago.
Well, yeah, I've done that, but that got taken care of. Kind of. That was pretty cool, actually.
That was really.
There's another story there. So
absolutely. So, what do you think of the conference this year?
It's been a good conference. I mean, it was just jam packed on the first day. And as always, the best part for me is all the people I get to see that I may not see on that often a basis.
Yep.
So, and boy, I tell you, about everybody I know has been here. I think at one time or another.
Yeah.
It's been very good. And amazingly, just like there's people out there that don't know about Catfish Weekly, there's people out there that don't know about Catfish Now. I mean, the potential market, I think, is so big. I've met a lot of people, and I asked, do you know about the magazine?
Yes, sir.
But they're interested. They want to know about it. They're catfishing, and they want to learn. So.
And Catfish Now is a great place to learn. There's some great articles in there for some great writers, and it's free.
It's absolutely free.
There's very few things in the world anymore that's free, but you can gain a ton of knowledge from Catfish Now magazine, and it not cost you a penny. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it on your home computer or laptop. You can watch it going down the road. and you get to see articles from some of the top writers of the nation.
Yeah, and that it reminds me of one thing I'd like to say. It's absolutely free, and you don't have to subscribe even to look at it. But it helps us promote the industry if people do subscribe. So I'd like to invite everybody to subscribe to Catfish Now by going to catfishnow.com. I mean, it's going to be on Facebook anyway. We make those links, but it helps us promote the industry if we've got those subscriptions. So that's just kind of the way that works. But again, I want them to read it. I don't care if they subscribe or not, but I invite them to subscribe.
Sure, it gives and fellas and ladies, you don't understand when people ask you to subscribe to this magazine. It's because we need to know who and watching it, what age groups are watching. There's a lot of variables to how you curtail your articles.
Exactly.
And it makes it so much easier. If there's only 4 of us old guys like Doc and I watching reading the article, there's no sense of doing an article that pertains to us when you need to hit that 25 to 35 year age group or whatever the top listeners are, but you still got to hit us old guys too.
That's right. And you know, there's another advantage to me, because when you go on there and when you get to when you click on the link to read it on catfishnow.com, you can either read the latest one or you can go back and read all the previous ones. And there's a ton of catfish knowledge on there.
There is some great articles, and man, you've had some really good stuff from everybody in the world. Glenn Flowers does a great job with some stuff for you. And there's a lot of others.
Yeah, Catfish Sutton, Keith Catfish Sutton. I mean, he's the premier catfish writer.
Keith is one of the greatest guys in the sport, writes some of the best articles I've ever read.
And been doing it a long time.
Been doing it a long time. He was doing articles on catfishing when, hell, I don't think there's anybody else doing, writing books.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's got a couple books in writes.
They are. They're great books.
Well, the one other thing that I'd mentioned about the magazine and being online at catfishnow.com, my blog is also on that same website, Whisker Whackers. And I write Whisker Whackers between magazines. In other words, if there's something comes up and it can't wait till the next magazine, we'll put it on there instantly.
Get it out.
That's another good place to check for current content.
Absolutely.
And don't forget in the magazines all the tournament schedules, tournament results, and that sort of thing for the tournament angle.
Now, if somebody has a tournament and they want to tell you about it, or if they want to send you results so you can put it in there, how they get a hold of it?
All they need to do is just PM me on Facebook, and we can get that worked out. I don't actually do that. That's done in the office in Alabama, and there's a lady that takes care of it. She tries to keep all those tournament schedules up and all those results up as well. The tournament schedule goes out, I guess it's just 1 month, whatever the month is. It goes out through that month, and then the next month it'll pick up with them. But that's free service too for anybody that's running a tournament out there, and they want the tournament listed, and all they got to do is get a hold of us. We can make that happen.
And it's there all forever, so you'll be able to find out if you forget or you get rained out or flooded out at one spot. You can go to Catfish Now. You can find out the information if there's another one in your area, or say you want to travel someplace. There's one a couple 100 miles away.
Yeah, that's the part I like. But you can look around and pick out where you might want to go fish.
That's exactly right.
Of course, those results are the same way. They're free. If you have a tournament, send the results in. We depend on them as you do.
Yeah.
If you'll send them in, we'll get them in the magazine.
And that's all you have to do. You know, we're happy to announce those tournament results, but my gosh, you can't go look for them. They have to get them to us, but if they get them to us, and we forget them once in a while, so that's the difference between what you do, because they're in writing and they can go back and pick them up and see them right there and see them from now on.
Well, there's a dedicated staff member in the office that takes care of all of that, and she keeps up with it pretty good. So I can get you in touch with her and you can send them in.
That's great. That's really great. Well, Ron, thank you for taking a minute to visit with us. We appreciate everything you do for our sport.
Glad to see you guys. Let's just keep it positive and fish with passion.
That's exactly right. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thanks, Doc.
All right. Doc, we have another newcomer to our sport. Heroes Outdoor Therapy.
Heroes Outdoor Therapy.
Heroes Outdoor Therapy.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you?
We're doing good.
Yeah. How are you holding up this second day?
I lost my voice towards the end of the day yesterday, but I'm doing better today.
Leslie, tell us about Heroes Outdoor Therapy.
Well, Heroes Outdoor Therapy is a nonprofit that I started after It's a nonprofit I started. I'm a veteran, and I had PTSD. So I found myself not having an outlet. My only outlet, unfortunately, was drinking. And that can't work when you have a family and your mom got to grow up. So I started fishing, and it helped me so much. It was very therapeutic, just being out in the outdoors, getting out. And I started looking for other veterans that were finding therapy in the outdoors. And what I noticed is there's so many veterans that are benefiting from outdoor activities. I started looking for other nonprofits, and everybody was super friendly, super willing to accommodate a veteran, whether it was a charter, an outfitter. They were like, sure, get the veteran here, we'll take care of them. And there's other nonprofits that have big events. But unfortunately, what I was seeing is a common trend of they weren't paying for travel fees. So if a veteran doesn't have the means to pay for a plane ticket to travel to a different state, they're stuck with whatever's around them, offered around them. So I came up with Heroes Outdoor Therapy as a means for them to be able to have someone to go to and say, I want to attend this event in this state, or I want to go to this charter or this outfitter, but I can't afford travel. And that's what Hero Outdoor Therapy does.
Wow.
Is we try to pay their travel.
That is a really cool deal.
Yeah.
And you are a veteran.
Yes.
First off, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're very big supporters of the Fishing for Freedom for Quincy.
Right. And I like to use them as an example here because they're doing great things, Quincy, Illinois. And I am going out to their event. But like I said, travel fees are not provided. So if you can't get there, you can't attend the event.
Right.
And that's what I want to do is I want to get more veterans attending, being able to travel to these events.
Man, that is such a great thing you're doing. It really is. People take for granted what those guys have done for us.
Yeah.
Men and women that are gone for months and years and do some of the things that none of us want to do, and they're always there, and to give back just that much. I've seen the look on those guys' face when they've never caught a fish before, never been in a boat before, and from the time they crawl in that monster cat till they crawl out, they're smiling and happy to be there. And if you can get one or two more of them that's going to be at these events, that's outstanding. Man, I didn't understand what the therapy end of it was, and that you was helping them get transportation. That is way cool.
Yep.
So if somebody wants to help out, what do they need to do?
Well, they can find us on Facebook. It's Heroes Outdoor Therapy.
Okay.
And message us. Let us know.
All right.
Yep.
And is that the same way, say a veteran is trying to get something done, they can't make it happen? Is that also how they get hold of you?
As far as for veterans, for organization, what we do is try to work with the organizations if they have an event, because then they've already done the vetting for the veteran.
Okay.
They already have, we're ensured that this veteran has already registered through them, and then we take care of it with the nonprofit.
Okay, here's something I would like to offer.
Okay.
If you would send us all the information, I would like to upload that on our Catfish Weekly website, free of charge to you.
All right. Excellent.
And any information that you have that we can put on our Facebook page, we want to do that to help you out. And we will do whatever we can to get you some assistance to help get these people these events.
Excellent. I would really appreciate that.
I feel so bad that I didn't realize what you was doing. That is such a great
And
idea.
honestly, a lot of people don't until I was in those shoes.
Right.
Was finding all these events, but travel fees weren't being taken care of.
Well, and some people can't make it happen. If they want to go fishing for freedom in Quincy, they need to be able to get there.
Right.
Or another event. There's other events like that.
And that's what I said. I'm from Pennsylvania, so unfortunately, I had never heard of Fishing for Freedom because they're in Quincy.
Mhm.
If I didn't have the means to travel, I'm limited to whatever's around me.
Well, they have a motto that I love: we're not leaving anybody on the bank, and this is one way to make sure that that happens.
And Heroes Outdoor Therapy's motto is freedom is not free, but your therapy should be. Get out there and enjoy what you defend.
That is so good. We're going to try to do everything we can to help you out because it's so important that these guys and gals get to make these events.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it.
Like I say, I feel kind of bad that I didn't realize what was taking place, but we'll make it a point to help you all we can.
Right, and that's what I'm trying to do.
There you go. Anybody that watches our show ever, if you want to help support a cause that will get our military men and women to events for therapeutic fishing or whatever it is, please contact Leslie. We're going to get our information up on our website, on our Facebook page. This is something we all need to be a part of. It's just outstanding event. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And please stay in touch.
Absolutely.
Get me your information. We'll get it up on the website, and we'll get it up on the Facebook page, and we'll try to get you all the assistance.
Great. I appreciate it so much.
Again, thanks for your service.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service. Thanks a lot.
Really, really cool deal. That is one of the most worthwhile things I've ever heard of in my life is helping get. Hi, Stacy.
We're leaving.
All right.
Hi.
You and Willie getting ready to take off?
We're taking off.
Thanks for coming to the Catfish Conference.
Hey, we had a blast.
It is always a blast.
It is a blast. We get to see all of our friends.
Exactly. And about the only other time we get to see you guys is at tournaments.
I know.
So, hope you had a great time.
I did have a great time.
There you go.
We'll see you soon.
All right.
See you, Willie.
I'm Vicky.
Hi, Vicky.
I'm Big Vic.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
We're wonderful.
Yay.
If we was any better, we couldn't stand it.
Oh, what more could you ask for?
Not much. You have Big Vicky's bait netting.
Yes,
You want
I
to go
do.
tell us about that?
So
This
let me.
is some cool stuff.
I know you was talking about this.
We met her last year at the Catfish Conference, and I saw this stuff. Oh, I gotta have this. I bought 3 rolls of it, and I've still got some of it left. But this is some awesome stuff if you're fishing for channel cats and using shad guts or liver,
Excuse me,
or something like that. So tell us about it, Vicky.
All right, so for those of you who are tired of losing their bait, spending money on all this bait, and it goes astray, this is going to save you money in the long run. It's called Big Vic's Bait Netting. I'm Big Vic, and it's a tubular elastic netting, and it comes in a strip like this. You tie it off. There are several ways you can tie it off. You can use the material and make a knot like I just did, or you can use string. So you can just use string and tie it off with string. If you use string, you'll get more pouches out of your material.
Yeah, and this is all elastic, so it stretches.
Stretches a lot.
Now, those of you that fish for channel cats, I fish for channel cats. You can just pack this thing full of shad guts, slide the hook right in there on this webbing, and just keep reusing it over and over. This is some really cool stuff.
So what you do, you make a pouch, and then you're going to cut the pouch below the knot. And this is what a pouch will look like once it's cut. Then you turn it inside out, and you put whatever bait that you're using in this pouch. The bait will protrude through the hole, so you want it filled as much as possible so that the bait totally is protruding everywhere and you don't really even see the pouch. It will take on the color, and the smell obviously escapes through these holes. Then you cinch it at the top, you put a hook through it, you twist it, and that closes the pouch. Then you put the hook through again, deeper into the bait, and it will not come off your hook. And you can use it more than once, as we just said. You can also make bait pouches at home, and you can just put your bait in, tie at the top, and throw them in the freezer. And then they're frozen, and you can bring them with you.
man, how cool is that?
Yep.
So I sell it by the box. You can make about 100 2-inch pouches out of one box. I sell it if you don't want to make pouches. I make them for you. and this is a packet of 6 pouches, or this is about 36 inches of material with string included, and it'll make about 14 pouches. And I'm selling it at different bait and tackle shops. I'm selling them on Amazon, selling them through my website, which is promed-inc.com. Or you can go to my Facebook page, Big Vic's Bait Netting, and you can buy them right through there.
What a great concept for getting bait out of the water. And you can put anything in there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Anything that's messy.
Anything that's messy.
Yeah.
So-
It works great.
So if I get me a box of this stuff and I send you a bunch of shad guts, are you going to make them up for me?
I will not, but thanks for asking. Thank you.
I'm betting money. I'm not the first person to ask you that.
No, someone said, will you make my 100 pouches? No, I really won't. But if you don't ask, you never know.
That's right. What a neat concept. How long you been doing this?
So the honest truth is, I sell orthopedic supplies and I sell wound care products. And this is actually used to hold bandages on your body. And I found out that it was being used for bait. And if you go on YouTube, it says, go to your local durable medical store and buy, elastic netting.
Yep.
And I thought, why should they have to do that? Because I travel around, so I started calling on bait and tackle shops. And I relabeled it so it's labeled for fishermen. So it looks good in your tackle box as opposed to a hospital label. And I've been doing this with the Big Vic's Bait Netting for probably, this is my 2nd year. So I'm just trying to get the name out there.
I remember Doc telling me about it last year, and I never found you. Last year we was slammed. Doc was doing seminars.
I broke away, because I had to do a seminar. I broke away, and that's how I met Vicki.
What a great idea, and
I'm having a lot of fun, and I love.
Well, there you go.
I love all the fishermen.
That's awesome.
Deal.
Have you done well with it this
I've
weekend?
done really well. So I'm starting to get now wholesalers to wholesale it to the bait and tackle shops.
That's
So
great.
I'm trying to make it very easy for everyone to get a hold of the product, and it's easy to find.
That's cool. Now tell us again how they get a hold of you to get your stuff.
Here, I'll have this little card. Let's show this
Okay,
card.
I'm sorry.
How about that? So, my website, if you can see up there.
Yeah, that's the camera up there.
So it's www.promed, like professional medical, but promed-inc.com. Or if you go on my Facebook page, which is Big Vic's Bait Netting, that will take you, if you go on the shop, that'll take you right to my website. Or go to your local bait and tackle shop, and if they don't have it, have them call me, and maybe we can get it in there for you.
Absolutely. That's a great product.
And on Amazon too.
Now,
Get on
Vicki, if you decide that you feel the need to reach out to our fan base, please jump on our Facebook page and put your information up there for us to find you.
I can
We'll
do
get
that.
it out there.
That I can do.
If that'll help you in any way, we're glad to do it. That's a great idea.
So we're not on now because we're talking.
No, we're
You're
still
live.
live.
Okay, good.
Oh, yeah.
Still
Okay,
live.
just making sure. All right.
But jump on there and help yourself. We want to help all of you guys that work for the better of the sport, and that's just our way of saying thank you for everything you do.
And thank you so much too. I will absolutely do that. Thank you both for
Thank you.
including me in this.
Oh yeah.
Broadcast.
Now we'll be back next year. Make sure you come over. and
I
see
will
us.
be back next year too.
That'll be
I
great.
will definitely come over.
That'll be awesome.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you guys so much.
Thank
both of
you very
Thank
much.
everyone out there for listening.
Thank you, Vicki. We appreciate you being on with us.
All right. Thank
Great product, Doc.
Yep.
Now, you was telling me about that. I never did get what you was talking about, but I got it now. We're going to have a special here, boys, in a little bit. I had to leave the show.
Is that Chris? I saw?
Chris Workman drove 3 hours to see us. I'm so excited. I couldn't stand it, man. Couldn't stand it. My buddy Chris Workman drove down to see us. Man, we got something here that's really special. We have Jody Parsons.
Parsons and Daniel Harrison.
I got them back.
Yeah, you got them backwards.
Daniel
It's been a long
Parsons
day,
and
Lon.
Jody Harrison. Yeah,
Hey,
this
it's
been
been
a
a
weekend.
weekend. It's been a weekend.
What you How you guys doing?
Man, I am war slap.
Let me ask you, you shook any hands while you've been here?
I'm starting to shake my own hand. feel the calluses that we've got on here.
Now,
Lord. But what a great event.
isn't
Oh,
this
it's been awesome,
fabulous?
man.
This has been so much fun.
It is a blast, and you get to see everybody. You get to see everything
Yes.
that there is to see.
Yep, and what's so cool is like, when we're doing the tournaments and everything, we're so busy.
You don't
with
get to
everything.
spend time with
That's right. We
people.
don't get time to talk
Here
to
you
people.
can spend time.
Yes,
You
yes.
can.
Yes.
Cindy, and y'all have fished our tournament almost every year. I finally get to stop and talk to you for a minute instead of.
And it's not the same to say, hey, you got to park here. Wait a minute, let me help you get this guy back in. It's not like that.
We've had some good quality talks with people.
We've had some good
But sit down
times.
and drink, eat, and be merry. And
That's right.
Have a good time. So this is great. I mean, this is really great.
And we need the people from Winter Blues on Wheeler to be at these events. So you can talk to guys about sponsorships. You can tell them about the tournament, what's going to take place, where you're headed. It's important that you guys show up, and while we're at it, Winter Blues on Wheeler. You guys knocked it out of the park.
Well,
Home run.
I really appreciate what we've been getting that back, hearing it from everybody. But we did our part and all. But the anglers showing up, the anglers coming out, and it was 8 degrees. They're the ones that made Winter Blues what it is. We done our part, but when you get 180 boats to show up in 8-degree weather, that ain't us. That's them. That's the anglers doing their thing.
That's their dedication. That's their.
We waited all year to go down to that warm weather in Alabama. What a road.
Yeah, I keep saying all these northern folks brought that weather down with them.
Buddy, I'm telling you what, we didn't do it intentional. We was praying for warm weather. It was 4 below when we left the house, and I'm thinking I get down there, it's going to be t-shirts and shorts. Well, it actually was in John's boat, that enclosure. But if you got out of there, it was not. It was
I was
not.
telling Jody on the way up when we left Birmingham yesterday or Friday morning, it was 82 degrees in February. And I told him on the way up, I said, we're done with wintertime. There is no more wintertime this year. It may get down to 40 or something. But
That's not winter.
No. At this point, Winter Blues on Wheeler was the coldest day in Alabama this year.
Oh, my God.
It was.
Yes.
It was.
But you know what? It wasn't flooding like it was 2 years.
Right.
We didn't have port, but you know what? Every time it pours down, it's 70 degrees, 60, 70 degrees. So I can't really complain about that.
Yeah.
So what do we want? We want 7 degrees of pouring down rain, or we want 8 degrees and sunny weather.
I'll take the pouring down rain.
I think I will too.
Yeah.
I got
No,
a pretty
not
good
you.
race there.
Shannon's here, too. She don't want the pouring down rain.
Well, she's gonna mess that pretty hair up.
Well, I'm sorry. You could sit in the enclosure and stay warm with us.
We may have to have a warm-up 10 at Winter Blues this year.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea. You guys are taking over Catfish Weekly National Championship.
We are very honored.
So proud to have you guys do
Yeah,
that.
we're very honored to do that, and I mean, I can't thank you enough for having the faith in us to do that. I mean,
You guys
it's an honor.
have started out from the very bottom. I remember the first one. I was there. We had a handful of boats. It was a pretty good turnout.
35 bucks.
35 boats from a lot of states. Go to Alabama, a lot of them from northern states, and you've grown into 190 boats in 4 years. Well, who better do we get to take our tournament and run? I have every confidence that by next year it'll be huge, it'll be done correctly, and everybody will be so proud to be a part of it.
Well, we'll definitely do our part. We'll do the best we can. We owe it to our anglers to do that. We owe it to them to be able to give them what they're looking for. I mean, they put a lot of faith and trust in us, and us is just good people. I mean, that's what you
Absolutely.
do. I mean, there's no business strategy about that. I mean, it's just good human decency.
Exactly.
That is as much faith and confidence as everybody puts into us, and we should return it. And that is the basis of what we do.
And you're bringing your stage all the way to Missouri
Yes, sir.
to put on the way in and help run the tournament for the first one. And all these guys that are listing and wanting to list and get involved for tournaments for next year, get a hold of you and get that set up. I've got some stuff at the house, but they really need to get a hold of you guys and make this happen. Get registered, get set up, and make it happen, because this has the opportunity to be a huge event.
It does.
Yeah, this is I'm going to put this information out there, and we'll put it on Facebook on yours. We'll put it on Facebook on yours and on ours. But I want to get this information out now. If you're looking for, if you're a qualifier or would like to be a qualifier for 2019, contact me, Daniel Parsons, at dparsons21@gmail.com. Or you can contact us currently through Winter Blues page. I will work with you. My cell phone number is 205-209-2794. Let's start working for 2019. That's one of our things is we don't work a few months out. We're a year or two in.
Yeah, and that's what it has to be. And when I get home, I'll get on my my computer at the house, and we'll put you guys on as administrators, and we're just going to migrate it over. And then you guys will be doing it. I know it's going to take off and go good. It just amazes me what you do. You know.
Well, this is something that, over the last 5 years, it's been a little bumpy with us, and I brought Jody on as partners. But this is something we love to do. I mean, this is something I love going to Raleigh and Lauderdale County and talking with that city. I love going to places like this and talking with the different companies about, hey, what can we do with this next year? And this is part of what we do. I started this program because I love catfishing and I wanted to do something with it. But at this point, now I'm hoping to just influence the industry.
That's right.
So that's where we are.
Well, you've made the impact. Now to get the sponsorship behind it, the money to make it what it can be.
Well, I was talking with Booker Wilson, with Mud Bums over there a few minutes ago, and we were going back and forth about things. And, one of the main things that I told them that
we're running live
so
right
now is we come out of this. I mean, tournament fishing is what we've done, and we know what we were always looking for in a tournament. I know that, and I didn't fish catfish tournaments. But at the end of the day, when you're a tournament angler, there's certain things you're looking for.
Right.
And we have talked this over. If we were both fishing this tournament, what do we want? I want some cash money.
That's
what
right.
I want. And so, because that's the way I feel about it, we want to make sure that that's what we pass along forward. Is we're trying to build everything we do from a tournament angler's perspective. We're not looking at it from, we're up here and you're my little minions and we're going to do what we want to do. We're looking at it from the anglers. What do we do to make the anglers happy? What do we do to give the anglers what they're looking for? What can we do to help our anglers grow? And so, and that's where Winter Blues has come.
The fact that if a guy comes up and says, Daniel, why don't you consider this or that? And Jody, what do you think about trying this or that? You guys take a look at every suggestion, no matter where it comes from. Even if you know it's way off, you at least take a look at it.
We do.
And that's so impressive because there's a lot of guys that don't do that.
Well, the surveys that we put out.
That was the coolest thing at Winter Blues that I was part of.
The surveys show, without the shadow of a doubt, that we've got to have it. We know we've got to have feedback from our anglers.
That's right.
And those surveys, when I got all them things in, it was a stack of them like this. I looked up and I said, "Oh crap!"
Everybody filled it out.
They did, and I thought, careful what you wish for, you just might get it.
And you did.
So 3 weeks later, it took me 3 weeks to go through.
Wow.
But
the tool that those surveys are is not just for us. When we talk with cities and host cities, we're taking that same information to Kentucky DNR, to Ohio, to Missouri, and saying this is what we're getting in Alabama. I mean, you see what our waters are. this is what we're getting in tourism. Look at what your commercial numbers are, and then let's have a debate. It's something that, as an industry, we can take these numbers, we can take these hard numbers, and we can have our government officials cite those. Whereas, because they do the same thing, they do the same surveys and stuff. We take that, and it's cited by our state officials. We take it to the different states, and we get in on the fight for conservation. That's one of our tools, and that's the tool we use that information for.
And Doc, we all know how important this catfish conservation is.
Yep.
Yeah, we need. There's so many states that are trying to get stuff done, and a lot of us are getting fought. But you guys are going to have the whole hard back.
That's right. You can't argue with numbers.
That's right. Numbers are numbers.
Numbers do not lie, and you can't argue with them. And that survey that all of our anglers, done for us and made sure they done, that gives us the tools. It gives us the ammunition to be able to go in there and go, there it is.
It's clear. Black and white.
Do you want this success, or do you want to kill it? Make your choice.
And those numbers, 1 week. Those 190 teams that were there, Boomer, and some of the other people will tell us that's not the only time we're going to be down there this year.
Oh no!
That might have been their first exposure to it, was through that tournament. But when they get down there, they have an amazing week. That's not the last time that year they're going to be there. And we talk to them where they're down 4 or 5 times a year. That's all. The only numbers we show are that 1 week.
So that's one little sampling of a week, and like Dave said, there's a whole bunch more times these guys are down there that it's not.
I think some of them sneak down there and don't tell you they're coming. I know some of them.
I've walked through to talk with a hotel one time up in Rogers. It was 3 months after Winter Blues, and I ran into Philip Brown. I ran into him. I didn't know he was coming down. He was just down there.
Yeah.
So I thought that was neat. You're from good ways away.
I'm sure he was down there with Josh Mays, and they drove down from Iowa, and not just in the Iowa line. They're way up in there, like Lindsay or something. So, that's a pretty good trip. They drive all the way down there. Yeah, they may have still been froze up, but Alabama's not, and pretty much you can fish Wheeler all year long. The whole river system out there.
Well, we had the coldest day of the last 5 years, and we fished a tournament on it.
We sure did.
So,
we sure did, and we had a great time.
Come on down.
I said, come on down. We'll set this. It was the record. It was the coldest on record. The Winter Blues was the absolute coldest day in Alabama on record. It was colder in Alabama than it was in Alaska.
There's something wrong with that, man.
It is something wrong with that. I live in Alabama for a reason, and that ain't it.
We almost became snowbirds that day.
I had a feeling that there was going to be a bunch of guys drop out of that tournament, and everybody sucked it up.
The dedication of our anglers.
They love to do Wheeler Lake. I mean, it's a special place. I hold the Mississippi River in my heart because I grew up fishing it. I know what it's capable of. But when somebody says, "Hey, you want to go down and fish Wheeler?" We ain't left yet. Doc, you ain't been there. Once you go,
I got sick this year, man. I was all set. I was pumped, ready to go, and then I got sick.
We're just gonna have to send somebody up there and grab you, just drag you down.
If he ever gets down there, he'll want to retire down there.
So he's never been.
I've never been on Wheeler.
You hear all this talk all the time, and I know that back in your mind you're thinking this ain't right. He's not serious.
Yeah, it's hard for me to get past the Tennessee River.
He loves
I
the
like the Tennessee River.
He's a Watts Bar kind of guy.
Everybody watching Catfish Weekly, who's going to come get Doc and drag his
drag me down the Wheeler?
Let's just say, hell with it.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. Lynn and I we're coming to the Sea Art tournament this year.
We're good.
And it's on Wheeler.
Awesome.
Now, I'm going to tell you, there's going to be a lot of guys that Sea Art.
Yes, there is.
It's going to be a huge
wonderful
event.
Yeah.
They do a wonderful thing. But I'm pulled for Doc and Lynn. Dr. Lynn are back. They was the team to beat a few years ago, and they're back
We're
fishing
having a good
tournaments
time.
together.
We're going to try to do it this year. We're going to go down and have a good time. The thing of it is, I feel real privileged. My 65th birthday is the same day as the CR tournament. I turned 56 years old. It's my weekend off. I can fish.
And he's going to be on Wheeler Lake.
And I'm going to be on Wheeler Lake. Place where I can, my one bucket list is to catch a triple-digit fish. Lynn come close several years ago. She got to 88, and that was on the Ohio River. But I am looking for that 100, and I know she's saying already, she goes, I'm hoping you get it at the tournament. That'd be an awesome birthday present.
Oh, my God.
Okay,
Can you imagine
Oh,
getting a
you'd
fish
never
Wheeler,
get me to
having a
shut up.
birthday and catching that fish on there?
With that being said, though, don't break the state record until you fish winter blues.
That's right. That's
right.
where the bucks are.
That's where the
made.
bucks
right.
are going to be. That's
We,
right.
You know what's it going to be this time?
Well, I got kind of a little saying that I was putting out last year. I said I was giving everybody 50,000 reasons to beat that state record, and obviously I didn't do a good enough job of motivating people because we didn't do it.
You didn't
So
break
I
it.
mean, I thought that I was doing the right thing, but obviously I didn't do a good job.
You want to start
You know, in the real world, when you're a manager, if your people don't succeed, you look at it as I was a poor manager. I didn't do what I was supposed to do. So I gave everybody 50,000 reasons to do it, but it wasn't good enough. So
They didn't break it.
Right here on Catfish Weekly, we're going to say next year I'm going to give you 60,000 reasons to break the state record.
If you break the state record at Winter Blues on Wheeler this year, $60,000 in bonus.
$60,000.
60,000 reasons to be there.
And that's over top of what you win, because if you do that, you're going to win Winter Blues.
That's right. So you're going to win another.
Wow.
Where you're going to win at least another $10,000. So there you are. You're at 70,000. And then whatever big fish people we pull in here for that, going to be more money on top of that. And
Now let's go ahead and say this. He just said it just then. Notice we said at least 10,000 guaranteed purse. That's the bottom, but that's not set yet. So there's the bottom, at least 10,000. In the past, we've said it guaranteed.
Winter Blues on Wheeler. Wow.
at least $10,000.
Do we have a date?
First weekend in January.
The first
First
full weekend in January will be Winter Blues on Wheeler. Big bucks at a great lake. Make your plans now. If you're staying in the cabins, get them booked. If you're staying at the hotels and stuff, you better get it done.
January 5th.
January 5th, 2019, we will be at Winter Blues, and you know we're coming. We're coming.
And some of the stuff we've talked about tonight, the first place and the $60,000 state record, stay tuned because there's a lot more coming with Winter Blues on Wheeler.
That's right. If everybody notices, 2018 Winter Blues on Wheeler, David Ashby, bottomdwellerstackle.com, done a phenomenal job of helping.
He stepped up.
He did. But with that being said, all of the product that was brought in, that's what David does. David brought us all of that product in. David bought a lot of that product.
Yes.
You know, that's what a lot of people may not understand is that David actually bought a lot of product and brought it in. So, so the success that we had just with bottom dwellers coming in, we're at the Catfish Conference right now. We have had some fantastic conversations with people. And I honestly believe that this is going to be the first year that we're going to have a full sponsorship of Winter Blues. Now, if we can do what we did with 2018, if we can bring on a full sponsorship package for 2019, all I can tell you is you better hang on to your seat. Because I'm going to blow you out of the water.
That's
Y'all
what
are
we
going to be
need.
talking about. You remember when Winter Blues was like this? Give it a look at it. Y'all haven't seen this yet.
You guys are coming with a vengeance. We're proud to be a part of it.
And you know, and like we say, it's to be successful, you got to take care of your anglers.
That's right.
And that's what Winter Blues is going to do. We're going to take care of our anglers. We're going to build it. We're going to pull sponsors into it, and we're going to make the event even better for our anglers. So, if just half the stuff works out, and I hope it's going to work out for what we've seen just this weekend. All I can say is, you better
just watch.
You know, everybody that's going to be fishing it better just kind of get comfortable. There's going to be a lot of boats there.
Good deal.
Can't wait.
That's it. And then we also want to pull that success into the national championship. We're going to put the same exact effort into the national championship.
Thank you, Dan.
And maybe something else.
There will be something.
Thank you guys so much for everything you're doing.
We want to help the sport that's helped us.
It means so much to me as a fisherman to know what you guys are doing and what you're doing for the sport, conservation things. People don't realize all the stuff that's into what we do. And you guys are doing a great job.
Thank you so much. And hearing that from the anglers is what means the world to us.
First time I was in Catfish Weekly around. You and Chuck. All them.
Yep.
I remember telling y'all that Chris, it was the second winter blues, right before the second winter blues.
Right.
It's been that long.
It's been a while.
I told y'all the reason I do this is to change the perception of catfishing.
And you are.
That's what we're doing.
You are changing.
At one time it was let's change it in Alabama. Y'all, it's changed in Alabama.
Yeah.
That perception's changed in Alabama.
You broke the mold this last year down there.
So,
You really did.
so now let's take stuff up a little bit more. Let's change it even more.
What else, like Daniel? Year one, Winter Blues, what did you pay out in first place?
$2,450. I looked at it last night.
Second year,
$5,000.
third year, we did 5,000. Fourth year, we did 10,000. What is our 5th anniversary going to hold? We didn't realize this until we was watching Shannon on the show last night, and Shannon pointed out that this is going to be our 5-year anniversary.
It'll be a huge deal.
So me and him woke up this morning and we didn't sleep together. Me and Daniel's big boys, hell, we hate fit together. But we woke up this morning and said, "Do you realize that 2019 is going to be our 5th anniversary?" And so, I mean, that's a big milestone.
It is.
So we came in here today with even more ambition to do the 5th anniversary of Winter Blues on Wheeler. Bigger, better.
Can't wait to get there. It's going to be great.
A lot of fun.
All right.
It's already
Thank you to
fun.
everybody that supports
You
us.
know, I've told you many times that there's announcements to be made. We need to get a hold of people. You contact me. We'll make it happen. We'll
Get
do
you
it
on
on
the
a Monday
show.
night. If we need to do a special on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, that's what we're going to do.
Well, you know, I thought, you know, this over the last couple of years that, you know, we really appreciated that offer. And I think me and Daniel both just kind of like doing that. We use Catfish Weekly as our platform to make these big announcements.
Well, that's what we're here for. We want to help you help catfish.
Our fan base is really growing big. A lot of people are tuning in. So they know they're going to, you know,
They're gonna
if
hear
it's
something good.
We're going to try. We're going to try to get it out there too.
Yeah, you've got the inside connection of what's going on in the industry. You got the inside track.
All right.
We want to be the ones to help do it.
That's
All right.
excellent.
Thanks a lot.
Gentlemen,
Thanks,
thank y'all
guys.
so much.
Thank you.
Stay in touch.
Daniel.
We can't wait to get to Winter Blues. I can't wait to get to Lake Ozarks, man. We're going to have a blast.
That's right. We're going to have a good time.
We're gonna have a great
I'm looking forward to that.
It's
We're
going
gonna keep
It's
this
going to be
party
my
going
first
there.
trip.
That's right.
to be fun.
So remember, 12th and 13th.
You heard it here on Catfish Weekly.
12th and 13th in Lake Ozarks. We're going to have Daniel and Jody up there. We're going to have a big time. We're going to weigh some fish. And there's a lot of fish in that lake. So there's going to be a lot of fish caught.
Sounds good. I got a bunch of scale to weigh.
That's what we're talking about.
There we go.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, sir.
We're going to take a little break. We'll be right back here in just a few minutes for the final set of interviews on Catfish Weekly for the 2018 Catfish Conference. Stay tuned.